Hey, congratulations on making it to this video. My name is Andy Ask, and I just wanted to say thanks for checking out my story. And actually, for taking a step forward, raising your hand and saying, I want to see how I can make a change and how I'm living life. You know, it's funny, but you think about it, most people in the world just sort of suffer in silence, working a job they hate. They sort of go on living life. There's no alternative. You know what I mean? But there's a small number of people in the world that actually do make a change. They hit a point where enough's enough. And they decide to do something about that, and they take their life back. And those few individuals go on to change everything for themselves, their families, and their loved ones, and are the owners of exciting, happy, fulfilled lives. And in just a few short weeks ago, I did just the same thing. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had lived my life working for people for many years, and I always had an ambitious spirit of wanting to do my own thing, but never had the courage, never had the understanding, never had the competency I felt. I started a business in 2020 before the pandemic. It was a woodworking business, and I was going to make American flags, and I was going to sell them on Amazon, eBay, Shopify, and it was going to just make all sorts of money, and it was going to be awesome. And I liked working with wood, so I had a passion. It wasn't like jumping. So I thought all things were clicking and right, and it was. In the beginning, it was fun. I made some flags. I sold some flags. It was going well, but it kind of slowed up. And as I entered the internet world of trying to sell online and build a presence, I got lost. I got tricked a few times. I got confused, and I got very frustrated with this business because of the technical side of it. And I had some understanding, but I certainly didn't have enough understanding. And what I didn't have was I certainly didn't have enough support. There certainly just was not enough support to make me understand, and I was too stubborn to ask for questions. So that business failed. And as earth-shattering as that was, it wasn't the most earth-shattering thing that ever happened in my life. Most people, I don't talk about my story a lot, but the details of this is, that when I was young, I was 9 years old, my grandfather died. 2 weeks later, my dad died. So I tell you that story because I learned about death and funerals at a very young age, and it was just kind of the sucker punch of life throws at you. You got to deal with it. And that was tough. And now I was raised by a single mother, a widowed single mother, and I had no brothers or sisters. It was just her and I. And I got into mischief, I got into drinking, I got into drugs, and I made some mistakes. I was called a nuisance. I was called a public nuisance one time. It's written down somewhere. And I thought I was never going to turn into anybody or anything. And then finally I got some help. I got better. I got to a point in my life where thought I could share it with somebody else. And in 2000, I married my wife, Jonna. And we had 4 great kids together, and we had a typical marriage, and I worked a lot. I was deep in the heart of the car business at that time, and I worked a lot of hours. And I didn't really see my kids that much. But I made money, and I thought as a man that was enough, And so life goes on, you have kids, you spend money. 2008 hits, the economy hits the car business bad. I'm laid off, I don't have a job. A lot of stress there. 2009, bankruptcy because you can't pay the bills. 2011, my wife passes away. Out of the blue, suddenly, I find her, call 911, and there's too late. And now I find myself a widowed parent raising 4 kids. And any ideas and dreams and hopes I had, I shut those down. I had 4 kids to raise, so I raised my kids, and now my kids are older and they love me much. And but I had this burning desire to do something, and so I was getting leads and hits and ideas of affiliate marketing and Legendary Marketer, and I was curious. And again, it seemed techy, and I was turned off by that at first. But what I found was that there's a great amount of support here, and they'll help you through everything, and they're in it for your success as much as you're in it for your own success. And that's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed, and I felt confident. So I jumped in, and I decided it was time for me to take back control of my life. I've never been so challenged and pushed in my life, but I've been an incredible process, one that has changed me forever, and I want to share that with you right now. So here's what's next. On the next page, you're going to watch a short video with a guy named Dave, and he's going to share with you a little bit about a 15-day online business challenge we've just launched it, and I think you're absolutely going to love it. I certainly did. And he'll share with you a few of his own strategies that have helped him build not one, but multiple 7-figure businesses, all on the internet. Again, I think you're going to love what he's going to share with you. Now, I don't know where you're at, and if you're just nearing retirement, or if you're bored looking for a side hustle, or maybe you're just sick and tired of the 40, 50, 60-hour work week and working for the other guy. Or maybe you're a stay-at-home parent who's got a little extra time on your hands, and no matter where you're at, imagine it would feel like to learn how to create something from scratch, an online business to empower yourself to take your life back and finally actually enjoy what you do. I'm not saying this is easy, because truthfully, it's not. But if you're willing to put in the work, we'll hand you the blueprints so you'd like to see. So if you'd like to see the short video with Dave, click the button directly beneath this video and you'll be sent directly to him. And take immediate action on what you find. Learn, and I can't wait to walk alongside you and help you through this journey, my friend. One last thing, a last bit of instruction I have for you is to watch out for my emails in your inbox. I'll be sharing with you a little bit more about my story and how this has drastically changed my life and how it'll change yours as well. So again, my friend, I'm Andy Ask. I look forward to meeting you. Click that button below and let's go.